gorgeous, and welcome to my sock curl overnight blowout hair tutorial. You're probably here because you don't want heat damage, you don't want to style your hair in the morning, you don't know how to do a blowout, or it's like 2 a.m. and you're doom scrolling. But either way, I'm gonna teach you how to do the best and quickest sock curls you'll ever have. So for this tutorial, you'll need 2 socks. I mean, it's a sock curl. I don't know what you expected. Make sure they're long, thick, and black. Make sure they're longer than your hair. These ones are not, but whatever, it's good enough. Ideally, they should be like 1 to 1.5 times the length of your hair. And you'll see why in a minute. So you need 2 socks and 2 hair ties. Some soft hair ties, not anything hard or like elastic, you know what I mean? And you also just need like hairbrush and hair oil and just hair things. Let's just get into the tutorial. So before you even think about doing sock curls, you have to make sure your hair is in the right condition to do so. So I naturally have like this kind of wavy, wind-swept hair. Nice and all, but if you want the best results, you want to start with really straight hair. And that's because the waves in your hair will contrast with the waves that you put in your hair, and it creates a Fourier transform as illustrated by this graph. So we want to make sure our hair is straight first. I'm just using a spray bottle of water and a brush or a comb, and you just spray it and just comb out your hair until it becomes straight. And if you have curly hair, then like, I don't know why you clicked on this video, but good luck. I'm also gonna add some hair oil in this stage just for some extra moisture. You can skip it, but if you have dry hair, I really recommend it. Okay, listen up. While you're doing this, it's really important that your hair is not too wet, okay? If your hair is damp or wet when you put it in the socks, well, it's not gonna dry overnight, and then when you take the socks out, the curls are just gonna fall and you're gonna cry. So you want your hair to be like 98% dry, like barely wet. Okay, once your hair is straighter than the cast of Love Island, then we can move on to the next step. So the next step is to divide your hair evenly into 2. First, you want to part your hair really straight. So you can part it down the middle, down the side, whatever your orientation is, just do that. But the important thing is that you bring the part all the way down to the back of your head. You can kind of see in that mirror over there, I'm parting my hair all the way down the back of my head. Make sure to get all these freaky hairs at the back as well, because those are the ones that are usually left out. Once your hair is fully parted down the middle, then you can cordon one side off into a little ponytail or pigtail. Obviously, you only have to do one side while you work on the other side, but I'm gonna do 2 sides because I want to show you how cute this hairstyle is. Ew, so cute. Okay, that's enough. I forgot to mention you need hair clips. The best kind of hair clips are like those alligator kind of getting ready hair clips, but I luckily lost all of mine, so just use whatever you have. Like, get your sock, make sure it's not crusty, stretch it out a little bit if you have a short sock like me, and we're gonna start curling. So get the sock and place it in the middle of your hair. You see that?
I'm having a hard time getting it in.
Clip it in place 2 ways on the opposite sides like that. So it's secure, see? Secure. You got that? Good girl. Now comes the actual curling segment. Take the first strand. Now this, take your kind of bangs, curtain bang, whatever kind of strand. And this is lucky the most important one because it frames your beautiful face. So the way to do the sock curl is you take the hair and you take sock, obviously, and wrap it around, you know, like a curling iron. Congrats, you've done your first curl, and you do that in the opposite direction too. So now you take the back section, okay? This is roughly equal size of hair from the back of your head, and you wrap it around in the opposite direction. And take your time. It should look like that. So you kind of twisted them in the opposite directions, and it'll make more sense as we go along. So next you kind of continue that pattern, but you take more and more hair each time you go around. So this is the front section, so I'll take more hair from the front, so I'm doubling it and passing it on, just wrapping it around the sock again. Okay. At the back, wrap it around. around. Now, if you're a side sleeper like me, you want to kind of braid to the back of your head so you can sleep comfortably. So bring it to the back. If you're a front sleeper, you can do it more on the side. You bring it back and repeat the process. So take more hair, wrap it around. Other one, take more hair and wrap it around. Don't forget these NPC threads at the back. Wrap it around. It's kind of like braiding, so wrap that around. The more space you leave on here, the looser the curl will be. I like to leave not much space because I like a tighter curl because it will fall throughout the day. So just wrap it around, and try to leave some sock at the bottom. Once you've gotten to the end of your hair, then just tie it and try not to leave too much hair straight at the end. That's one side done. Good job. To finish it, just kind of wrap the sock around your braid to protect it. Ideally it covers this whole section, but you know, life is not ideal. Now we can do it for this section too. A helpful tip is when you're putting the sock in your hair, you can clip it past your part line because the hair will naturally tug on it anyway, so it will be perfect by the time you're done. Here we go again. If it makes it easier to think about it, you can think of it like doing a Dutch braid, but with a sock in the middle. So wrap around. Make sure you're doing this really neatly and carefully. The difference between it looking really good and it looking not as good is just the amount of care you put into it. If you want to do your hair and get an arm workout, may I suggest getting those wrist weights and just putting them on your wrists while you do this, because this is tough. Alrighty chat, this side is almost done. It should look kind of like a braid basically. So we're gonna secure this girly. Hair tie. You can also use this like a silk scrunchie. I want to make sure I'm getting as close to the ends as possible. And keep the ends rounded when you're tying them. Try not to make them straight like this. But if they do turn out straight, you can just turn the sock up and it should like curl the ends as well. Okay, once you're done, you should look like one of those rope attachment handles at the gym, and that's how you know you've done a good job. Now, to protect, because you want to protect the like silkiness, you don't want to look frizzy. So for that, you want to wear a silk bonnet. I don't have a silk bonnet, so I'm just going to use my pillowcase, lol, and hope for the best. So, oh my god. Once you've got your bonnet on, you can also skip it YOLO if you want. Once that's on, then you can go to sleep. Or if you hate sleeping and this kind of thing, you can just wear it while you're doing your makeup or throughout the day and take it off in the night. I know some people have like sensory issues with things touching their hair kind of thing, so feel free to do that too. Now, it's really important to sleep a lot because not only will you wake up more fresh, it also gives your hair more time to set. So we want that. I'll see you in the morning where I'll show you how to take it off for the best results. So it's the next morning and it's time to finally see what baked under the bonnet. So as you can see, my hair stayed put all night. It didn't fall out or anything, so that's a good sign. I also put this alligator clip in my hair just to give it volume at the top. So you can go ahead and take that out. And if your hair is still damp at this point, do not take your hair out, okay? What you can do is you can take a hair dryer like that and put it on high heat at the low setting and just go like that really carefully so you don't mess up your hair on the low speed. Now, since I had the privilege of sleeping for 9 hours last night, I don't need to do that, so we can just go straight to taking it out, which is always the most exciting part, and sometimes it's what wakes me up in the morning. So alright, anyway, so first you unroll the sock tip. It might be more or less sock depending on how you do it, and then you just untie the hair tie, obviously. So I've taken the hair tie out, and here's the important part: do not pull on the sock because then it's just gonna mess everything up. What you do is just carefully undo what you've done by unrolling the hair like that, and you can already see it's curled really nicely into little ringlets. So just take your hair out the same way you took it in. Once you've reached the top, then just carefully unclip the sock and take it out. See, you don't need to pull. And wow, it's so curly. So we're gonna repeat for the other side and then I'll show you how to style it. Here is what the raw sock curls look like, and they already look really fabulous, honestly. Like, whew. So if you're about to go somewhere like work or party or whatever, then you can honestly just leave it like this because it's gonna fall out by the time you get there, especially if you have fine hair. I have pretty like thick hair, but it still falls out by the end of the day basically. But because I'm just here to show you, I'm gonna style it and see what it looks like at peak potential basically. Alrighty, I changed my shirt obviously. I'm gonna get some of this serum, hair serum. You can use anything, and just carefully run it through my hair, keep it glossy. Yep. We're gonna get a hairbrush and get this, brush it through. Whew. Just brush it through, and it just loosens it up a little bit and makes it more natural. Now, just some tips for preserving this hairstyle. You can use some hairspray and spray your hair upside down like that. That will just give you more volume at the root because this hairstyle tends to give you like flat roots. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to it. It's pretty straightforward. So these are the results. Let me know if you tried this tutorial and send me pictures. Let me know what other videos I should make. Should I make beauty videos or vlogs or gaming videos or art videos? Like, just let me know and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And shout out to all the people with curly hair watching this who are not gonna do this but are still here. Bye!